Hey guys, how's it going? And I'm doing something a bit different today. I'm doing something on my own, um, because this is Attack on Titan. One of my favorite manga that I've been reading for a long time, and it's finally got its new season. And this was a really important thing because Wit are no longer animating it, and it's Mappa now. So this was a big like, can they do it properly? Can they adapt it? Most of the composers and everything are the same, but it's different like animators and things like that. And we'd also heard a while ago that it wasn't Linked Horizon doing the opening, so a lot of people were a bit about that. But it came out, and in my opinion, the opening is phenomenal. It's my war, and like as I'm a manga reader, you can see all the things foreshadowed in it that a lot of watchers haven't seen. So like that really stands out to me, and it fits the tone well. So does the ending as well. That really fits the tone well, and they did a really good job with both of those. But it's the main episode that we're here to talk about, and it opens 3 years after the sea, which is basically 4 years after like the stuff before the sea. So it's quite a time skip. It opens up with you've got Gabby, Falco, like these new characters that, well, as a reader, I've been waiting to see for years. It's so good to finally see them animated, and I am Gabby best girl. Yeah, I know what she does, but Gabby best girl. Anyway, but yeah, I was really excited to see this, and it paid off really well. Mappa did it. This episode was very phenomenal. A lot of it's the battle. You see Gabby taking down the armored train. She's an absolute fucking badass for a 12-year-old. You see there's some incredible scenes, like, well, all of the battle scenes, but also when you see there's a plane, like a blimp plane thing flying over, and you see like loads of people paratrooping down. Well, you think they're paratrooping. Zeke roars, and they all turn into Titans and just fucking drop. And that was just amazing. Seeing the Titans was amazing. The CGI, a lot of people were kind of like, "Oh, is it really gonna be that good being CGI?" There's a couple of still shots that I didn't think were really that good. They were a bit, but for the most part, they look good. Like there's some shots of the armored Titan don't look amazing, but some that look really good. And with the Beast Titan as well, some don't look incredible, but the Cart and Jaw Titan look really good. Like it fits perfectly for that as well, and I can't wait to see like the rest of the Titans and that as well. As a manga reader, hopefully the Colossal Titan looks good because that could be quite bad if it doesn't. This is the final battle of a war, and it feels like it. Everything is just so intense and looks and sounds incredible. Really, they did such a good job. It's just I I envy everyone who hasn't read it and gets to experience it this way for the first time because it's just really good. Basically, like I, there's no other way I can word it except that you should watch this. Everyone should watch this. But yeah, it's a bit of a weird one for people who haven't read and don't know the significance of all these new characters introduced because it's like they're at the sea. It's like, okay, what happens now? You know about all these other people that want to destroy them, and it's like, okay, what's next? And then suddenly, like the opener is with loads of characters that you've never seen before, and that's just a weird thing for a lot of people watching for the first time, and I can imagine they were very confused. But yeah, you see in like Gabby in action, Falco, it really shows off their characters well with the introduction. I believe they did change the dialogue with Falco at the start slightly. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I think they did a bit. And at the end of the episode, after the battle, because basically that they get fucking destroyed because they airdrop Titans on top of them, basically, and that wins it. So yeah, and then that's the end of the war. You basically it skips the whole war and you see the end of the war. There's at the end of the episode there is a new scene that is anime only, and that is you see Jean in Mali, which I imagine a lot of people are like, "Yo, what is he doing there?" You'll see, yeah, you'll see. It's hype. I'm so happy to actually be able to talk about this new episode because we've literally been waiting so long. Well, what feels like so long, and then there's this like the fear of will Mappa fuck it up? Because and then there was even more fear when it got announced like yesterday or the day before that it was only 16 episodes, and we were like, oh, that's not long enough to adapt like 50 chapters. But yeah, they've announced that there's gonna be more after. I'm not really sure what that's gonna be. People think it's gonna be like a two-part movie. People think it might be another set of episodes. We're not sure. This hasn't been announced as a part one of two. It's just been announced as 16 episodes, and more will continue. So this really like this episode was a solid 10 out of 10 for me. Like maybe I'm fanboying a lot. I probably am, but like there was there was just so much as a fan of the show and manga to really like about it. I mean, Attack on Titan isn't my favorite show, but it's up there. Like there's really like there's a lot special about this, and just seeing knowing the direction that it's gonna go in, and seeing it slowly unfold again, but like seeing other people see it for the first time is just it's like a really special thing to see, and I'm honored that I get the chance to do it. So yeah, I don't really know what this is. I don't know if it's a review, a discussion, or just it's just me placing my thoughts down on the episode after watching it twice because I watched it and then watched it again because I was really hyped and I wanted to see if it was just hype or it really was that good, and it really was that good. The second time, it held up like really well. Like I think it was better the second time somehow. I don't know how. Honestly, like it's so good. And if you're one of those people who don't like the opening, I didn't like it when I first listened to it. But when I carefully looked at it and listened to it like 20 to 30 times or something like that, because I'm sad like that. Like it really grew on me, and it might be my favorite one, maybe. Hopefully, Mappa carry on and be consistent because it wasn't quite as like maybe we just need more time to adapt from wit animation, but I didn't think the animation and everything was quite as good. Maybe in a couple of episodes people will have changed their minds, but we've been used to wit for so long that it's a bit weird to like change studio like in the middle of a show airing basically. Like that's not something that happens often. They did a good job considering. I hope you enjoyed listening to this little thing. If any of you want to see me talk more about the next episodes or whatever, I will. Um, it not a huge amount happens, so there's not. I can't really go into a lot of detail because it's just a battle mostly with some really cool shit and some really hype music, and it's just what a time to be a fan of Attack on Titan, really. But if you did enjoy, I would highly appreciate if you would like, subscribe, and share around to your friends. It really helps. This is my first video I've done on my own, so hopefully you've enjoyed that. I do intend to do some more in the future. I've got some pretty crazy things planned that are going to take a long time, so I won't go into any detail of those. But it'd be nice to do something like this every week for the next 15 episodes and just kind of jot down and discuss how I feel about them really, and try and control my hype a little bit because like I'm actually so unbelievably hyped for this season. Like it's just so good. I've said that like 20 times already, but it really is just so good. So once again, thank you for watching and goodbye. See you next time.